Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Otis-Bison Cougar broadcast. Today, we will be playing against the St. John Tigers versus the Otis-Bison Cougars. First up will be the girls' varsity game, and here in about maybe 3 minutes or so, we will get to know our starting lineup for both teams. Unfortunately, it'll just be me commentating for the girls today. And I will also be running the scoreboard for everyone to watch, and as well with the camera. Be back in about 3 minutes or so. Looks like before we get to know our starting lineup, we will do the national anthem first. Now we will get to know our starting lineup for both teams. First, we're starting off with the Cougars, it looks like. We have number 2, Zoe Schwint. And first up for St. John, you have number 1, Peyton Meyer. Next up for the Cougars, you have number 3, Destiny Mitchell. Next up for the Tigers, St. John, you have number 3, Darby Smith. Next up for the Cougars, you have number 13, Johanna Ballman. Next up for St. John, you have number 5, Haiti Fisher. Next up for the Cougars, you have number 14, Macy Wilsey. Next up for the Tigers, you have number 13, Kaylin Clausen. Sorry if I said that wrong. Last up for the Cougars, you have number 24, Abigail Rodriguez. Last up for the Tigers, you have number 15, Bailey Hudson. The tip-off will begin here shortly. The ball is up, and looks like the Tigers get it. Number 1, Peyton with the ball now. She's gonna hand it off to Darby, bring the ball back down the court. Darby throws it over to number 5, Haiti. Back over to Darby, going in for 3 points, but is no good. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She's gonna bring it to the close wing, throw it over to Destiny Mitchell, who's also at the close wing. Gonna throw it back to Johanna near the top of the key, and now over to Macy, now over to Abby at the far wing. Abby throws it to Zoe Schwinn at the top of the key, over to Johanna at the close wing. Johanna's going to bring it over to Abby. Abby tries to throw it over to Johanna, but number 3, Darby, steals it, and she throws it over to number 5, Haiti, I believe it is. I think I'm going to say that name wrong quite a bit, but she was caught traveling. Abby bringing the ball back up the court. She's going to throw over to Johanna near the close wing. Johanna's going to bring it over to Zoe Schwinn at the top of the key, and over to Destiny Mitchell at the far wing, going to the top of the key now, handed over to Macy, also at the top of the key. Macy throws it back over to Destiny Mitchell. Back over to Abby now. Abby's going to bring it in now, but she's throwing it back over to Macy. Macy going to the top of the key. She's going to throw it over to Destiny Mitchell near the far wing, now over to Johanna. Ooh, probably should get that on the ball. Johanna going in, she's going to throw it over to Macy, going to try to go for 2 points, but it's no good. Number 5 with the ball now. She's going to bring it back. She's going to throw it over to Peyton, going in for 2 points. It is no good. Johanna Ballman with the rebound, bringing it back up the court. Looks like number 1, Peyton, steals the ball, and she's going to bring it back down the court, and she's going to try to put it up for 2, and it is good for 2. Looks like there's a call on the court against number 13, Johanna Ballman. She was caught blocking. Peyton will have the opportunity for 1 point for the Tigers. The ball is up, and it's good for the Tigers. Zoe Schwinn throwing the ball in to Abigail, bringing it back up the court. Abby is going to try to she's going to throw the ball over to Johanna near the close swing, but it looks like it goes over to Zoe Schwinn instead, near the high post. She's going to try to make her way to the low post, but number 13 steals the ball. Then she throws it over to Darby. Now over to Haiti, going in for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Number 1, Peyton, will be throwing the ball over to number 5. Haiti bringing the ball back down the court. She throws it back over to Peyton, back to Darby, who's at, not Darby, over to Haiti at the top of the key, and then she's going to throw over to Darby now, going in for 2 points, and she puts it up, and it's good. Abby with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She's going to try to throw the ball over to Johanna, but it looks like Johanna wasn't crossed the center line, and it has turned over to the Tigers. Haiti throws the ball into Peyton, now back over to Haiti. Back to Peyton once more at the top of the key. Haiti passes it over to Darby, now back over to Haiti going in for 3 points, but is no good. Destiny Mitchell with the rebound, bringing the ball back up the court. Going to throw it over to Johanna near the top of the key, going in for 3 points. And it is no good. It looks like number 3, Darby with the ball now, rebounds it, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to number 1, Peyton. She throws the ball over to number 5, Haiti. She puts it up for 3, and it's good for 3. Abigail with the ball now. She's going to throw it over to Macy. Macy now over to Zoe Schwint near the far wing. She's going to try to throw it over to Macy at the low post, and she's going to try to put it up for 2 points, but it's no good. Looks like there's a call on the court. Looks like number 1, Peyton Meyer, was caught blocking Macy Wilsey. Macy will have the opportunity for a point or two for the Cougars. Her first ball is up, and it is good for the Cougars. Macy will have one more opportunity for another point for the Cougars. The second shot is up, and it is no good. Not Macy, but Haley with the rebound. Throwing it over to Zoe Schwint, but looks like it doesn't quite reach her, but it looks like it goes over to Abigail. Looks like a jump ball is called against the Tigers, and it will be the Cougars still. Johanna's going to throw the ball over to Macy. Macy's going to bring it near the top of the key over to Abigail. Abigail is going to bring it over, intended for over for Haley, but it looks like it is no good. But it looks like one of the Tigers were caught kicking the ball. Looks like Johanna Baumann will be throwing the ball back in over to Macy. Now over to Abigail at the top of the key. Abby throws it over to Zoe Schwint. Zoe throws it back over to Macy. Macy's near the close wing, trying to throw it over to Zoe Schwint, but it looks like number 5 steals it. Haiti throwing it over, intended for Darby, but looks like there's a call against the Cougars. Number 14, Macy Wilsey, was caught pushing. Looks like number 13, Kaylin, will be throwing the ball in over to Haiti. Haiti's going to throw it over to number 3, Darby, going in for 3 points, but is no good. Number 15, Bailey with the rebound. She's going to pass it back out to number 1, Peyton, at the top of the key. Peyton's going to throw it over to number 3, Darby. Back over to number 15, Bailey. Back to Peyton, now over to back to Darby, going in for 3 points and just barely missing. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. Johanna's going to throw it back over to Abby at the top of the key. Now Abby throws it over to the far corner, over to Haley Morrison. Haley's going to try to throw the ball over to Abby at the far wing. And looks like I should probably get the camera fixed on that. Johanna with the ball now near the close wing. She's going to bring the ball over to Macy at the low post. She's going to put it up for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Looks like number 1, Peyton Meyer with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to number 3, Darby. Darby throws it across the court over to Peyton. Now back over to number 13, Kaylin. Now Kaylin throws it over to number 15, Bailey. Bailey passes it back out to Haiti. Haiti throws it back out to number 3, Darby, going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Macy Wilson with the rebound, but looks like the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Tigers, and it will remain with the Cougars. Johanna throwing the ball in over to Abigail, bringing the ball back up the court. Abby throws it back over to Johanna. Johanna's going to dribble the ball around. She's going to try to throw it over to Zoe Schwint near the top of the key. Looks like there's a call on the court. The call is against White, number 24, I believe. It was Jade Portillo, I believe is how it's said. Probably wrong. Johanna throwing the ball over to Abigail. Abby's going to throw it back over to Johanna near the close wing. Back over to Zoe Schwinn at the far wing. Over to the far corner to Macy Wilsey. Macy throws it over to Haley Morrison at the low post. She's going to try to put up for 2 points in it, but it's no good. Number 1, Peyton Miner with the ball now. She's going to throw it over to number 5. 5 puts it up for 2 points, and it is good for 2. Johanna with the ball now. She's going to pass it over to Abigail, bringing the ball back up the court. Abigail throws it over to Zoe Schwint. Zoe's going to bring it over to the top of the key. Throwing it back over to Macy, who's also at the top of the key. Macy throws it over to Haley, but it looks like the ball is knocked from her hands and is stolen. Looks like there's a call on the court. Not a call specifically, but looks like one of the Tigers stepped out of bounds. Johanna throwing the ball over to Abigail. Abby throws it back over to the far corner. Not far corner, over to Macy, who throws it back over to Johanna. Johanna throwing it back over to Haley at the low post, but it looks like it is no good. Peyton Meyer throwing the ball across over to Darby. She's going to bring it over to number 24, Jade. Jade's going to throw it back over to number 5, Haiti. Haiti's going to try to put it up, but it looks like she is stopped by the Cougars, and and the ball rolls out of bounds. Turnover to the Cougars. Johanna throwing the ball in over to Abigail, bringing the ball back up the court. Johanna with the ball now. She's going to bring it over to the far wing, but it looks like it is almost stolen. Looks like there's a call on the court. The call is against number 3, Darby Smith. She was caught pushing. Looks like Macy will be throwing the ball in over to Abigail. Abigail bringing the ball back up the court. She will be dribbling the ball around. She's going to try. Looks like the ball was intended for Johanna, but doesn't quite make it to her. And it flies out of bounds. Turnover to the Tigers. Number 3, Darby will be throwing the ball in now. Over to number 1, Peyton, bringing the ball back down the court. Peyton throwing it over to Jade, back to Peyton. Peyton throws it over to Bailey. Back over to Peyton once more. Peyton's going to throw it across the court over to number 3, Darby. Going to try to go for 2 points, but is no good. Darby going to rebound it and try to spin it up for another 2 points, but is also no good. Bailey with the rebound. She's going to throw it accidentally over to Haley Morrison, and she's going to bring it back up the court. 34 seconds remaining in the quarter. Johanna with the ball now at the low, not Johanna, but Macy with the ball now. She's going to try to put it up for 2 points, but is no good. 28 seconds remaining. Number 1, Peyton Meyer with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to number 15. 15 throws it over to number 3. Now over to number 24, Jade. She's going to put it up for 3 points, and it's good for 3. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She's going to throw it over to Abigail near the top of the key. Abby's going to intend to throw it over to Johanna, but it just doesn't reach her hand and flies out of bounds. Turnover to the Tigers. Peyton throws the ball over to Jade. Jade's going to try to go for a half-court shot, just barely missing, it looks like, and your score is 15 Tigers, Cougars 3. We'll be back in about a minute. The Cougars return to the court and get ready to play, as well do the Tigers. Looks like the Tigers will be starting off with the ball this time. Looks like number 3, Darby Smith will be throwing the ball in to Peyton Meyer. The ball is thrown in over to Peyton, bring the ball back down the court. She's going to find herself near the top of the key. Throwing it over to number 3, Darby. Back over to Jade, going in for 3 points, and it is good for 3. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She's going to throw it over to Haley near the far corner. Haley is going to bring it in but she throws it back over to Johanna. But it looks like there's a call on the court against the Cougars. Turnover to the Tigers. Number 1, Peyton with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to bring the ball back over to Darby. Now back to Peyton. Peyton now over to the number intended for number 23, but it looks like Johanna Ballman steals it. Johanna's going to throw it to the far wing over to Destiny Mitchell at the top of the key, throwing it back over to Johanna, going for 3 points, just barely missing. Destiny Mitchell with the rebound. She's going to throw it back over to Johanna. Johanna is going to make her way back to the top of the key. Now over to the close wing. She's going to go to the low post, going to try to go for 2 points, but is no good. Haley Morrison with the rebound. She's going to try to go for 2 points as well, but is also no good. Looks like she rebounds it once again, but it looks like there's a call on the court. Looks like the call is against number 3, Darby Smith, was caught holding. Looks like Johanna Ballman will be throwing the ball back in for the Cougars. Johanna will be throwing the ball in over to Destiny Mitchell at the top of the key. Going to the close wing now. She's going to throw the ball back over to Macy Wilson at the high post, but it looks like it goes over to Haley Morrison. Back to Destiny. Now over to intended for Macy, but it looks like number 5, Haiti, steals it, throwing it over to number 23, Lydia. She's going to try to put it up for 2 points, and it is no good. Looks like blue number 3, Destiny Mitchell, was caught not holding, but blocking. Number 23, Lydia, will have the opportunity for a point or two for the Tigers. Her first shot is up, and it is no good. She'll have one more opportunity for another point. Second shot is up, and it's good for the Tigers. Number 15, not Kaylin, but Bailey comes in for number 24, Jade. Macy throwing the ball over to Johanna, bringing the ball back up the court. Johanna throwing it back over to Macy, now over to Haley Morrison at the far wing, or far corner, I should say. She's going to the low post, but she's going to throw it back over to Macy. Now over to Destiny Mitchell at the top of the key. She's going to try to go for 3 points, but is no good. Ball falls out of bounds. Turnover to the Tigers. Haiti throws the ball in over to Peyton, bringing the ball back down the court. Peyton throwing the ball over to Bailey, now over to Lydia. Lydia's going to throw it back over to Haiti, going in for 3 points, just barely missing, but looks like Peyton rebounds it, putting it up for 2 points, and it's good. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She's going to find herself, throwing it over to Haley, going in for 3 points, just barely missing, but Zoe Schwinn at the low post rebounding it. She's going to put it up, the ball up for 2 points, and it is good. Peyton Meyer with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to find herself throwing the ball over to Haiti, but now over to number 15, Bailey. She's going to throw it back over to number 1, Peyton Meyer, putting it up for 3 points, and it is good for 3. Johanna with the ball now, bringing that ball back up the court. She's going to throw it over to intended for Macy, but it looks like Macy wasn't quite there, and it flies out of bounds. Turnover to the Tigers. The ball is thrown back into number 5, Haiti, bring the ball back down the court. Haiti's going to find herself throwing the ball over to Darby at the low post. She's going to throw it back over to Haiti. Now over to Jade. Jade's going to throw it back over to number 13, Kaylin. Kaylin was going to try to go in for 2 points, but is stopped by the Cougars. I believe the call was against number 13. Johanna Ballman was caught holding. Ball is up and looks like it is no good. Kaylin will have one more opportunity for another point for the Tigers. Her second shot is up and it is no good. Haley Morrison with the rebound, throwing it over to Johanna, bringing the ball back up the court. Johanna could bring the ball to the high post. She looks like it is stolen by them. Looks like it is stolen, but looks like the refs call for a jump ball against the Tigers. And it will remain with the Cougars. Johanna with the ball now, throwing it, intended for Haley, but looks like number 3, Darby Smith, throws the ball out of bounds. And it will remain with the Cougars. Johanna throwing the ball over to Destiny. Destiny throwing it over to the far wing to Haley Morrison. Haley throwing it back to Destiny, also at the far wing, bringing it over to the top of the key now. Looks like Jade trying to steal in the ball, but Destiny keeps it, throwing it over to Macy at the top of the key. Macy, she's going to throw over to Johanna at the low post, going in for 2 points, but is no good. Number 5, actually, Haiti with the ball now at the close wing. She's going to throw it over to Jade. Jade's going to throw it back over to Darby Smith now, going at the low post, going in for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Macy throwing the ball in over to Johanna, bringing the ball back up the court. Ball's thrown over to Destiny Mitchell, now back over to Zoe Schwinn at the low post. Looks like number 3, Darby Smith, steals it. Looks like there's a call against Destiny Mitchell. She was caught pushing number 3, Darby Smith. Looks like the Tigers call for a full timeout. Be back in about a minute. Looks like the Cougars return to the court and get ready to play again, as well do the Tigers. The Tigers will still have the ball. Jade throwing the ball in to number 3, Darby Smith, bringing the ball back down the court. She's going to throw it back to Jade, but now back over to Darby, going to the far wing. Darby throwing the ball intended for number 5, Haiti, but it looks like there's a call on the court against the Tigers. Turnover to the Cougars. White number 15, Bailey, was caught holding. Abigail with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. Throwing it back over to Johanna at the top of the key. Johanna intends to throw it over to Haley, but it looks like number 3, Darby, tries to steal it. But she is unsuccessful, and it is still the Cougars. Johanna throwing the ball over to Abigail, bringing it back up the court. She's going to throw it over to Macy near the close wing. Now over to Abigail at the close corner. Abby throws it back over to Macy, now over to Zoe Schwinn at the low post, but it looks like she's going to throw it back over to Abigail. Back over to Macy. Macy's going to throw it over to Haley Morrison at the far wing and over to Johanna Bowman at the top of the key. Back to Haley at the far corner. She's going in, but she's going to throw it back over to Abby. Back to Haley. Haley's going to go to the top of the key, and she's going to throw it back over to Abby at the far wing. Abby throwing it back over to Macy. Not Macy, over to Haley, but it looks like number 5, Haiti, has the ball. And she's going to bring it back down the court. She's going to try to put it up for 2 points, and it is no good. Haley Morrison with the rebound. She will be passing it off to Johanna, bringing it back up the court. Johanna throwing the ball over to Macy now at the far wing. She's going to throw over to Haley now, also at the far wing. Haley's going into the low post, but she throws it back over to Macy. Macy throwing it across the court over to Johanna Ballman. Now back over to Abby. Looks like as soon as when Abby receives the ball, she is caught traveling. Number 3 throws the ball in to number 1, Peyton Meyer, bring the ball back down the court. She throws it over to Kaylin, now back over to number Peyton, back over to number 1, Peyton going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Looks like there's a call on the court. Turnover to the Cougars. Johanna throwing the ball over to Abigail, bringing it back up the court. She throws over to Haley, going to the top of the key now. Haley intends to throw it over to Johanna, but it looks like number 5, Haiti, steals the ball. She throwing it over to number 1, Peyton Meyer, going in for 2 points, and it is no good. Looks like there's a call on the court. The call is against number 2, Zoe Schwinn. She was caught holding. Ball is up. It looks like the ball is up, and it is good for a Tigers point. Number 3, I believe is Darby, will be putting the ball up for her second shot for another point for the Tigers. It's up, and it is good. Looks like Macy throwing the ball over to Abby, bringing it back up the court. Abby throwing it over to Zoe at the high post, throwing it over to Macy also at the high post. Now over to Abigail at the close corner, back over to Macy, over to Johanna at the top of the key, going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Peyton Meyer with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She is going to throw it over to number 5. Haiti going in for 3 points, and it's good for 3. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. Throwing it over to Abby now, going to the top of the key. Abby's going to throw it back over to Johanna Bowman at the low post. She puts it up for 2, and it's good. Number 1, Peyton Meyer with the ball, bringing it back down the court. She throws it over to Jade, back over to Peyton, now over to Kaylin. Kaylin throws it over to Jade near the low post, but she throws it back over to number 5, Katie. Now back over to Jade at the far corner, going in for 3 points, and it's good for 3. Johanna Ballman with the ball now, throwing it over to Zoe, no, over to Abby. Then back over to Johanna, going for a half-court shot, just barely missing. She just hits the rim, and that is the second quarter. Your score is Tigers 34, Cougars 7. Be back in about 10 minutes. Looks like both teams get ready to play for the second half of the game. Peyton throwing the ball in to Haiti, making her way. Haiti. We'll just go with that. Sorry if I keep saying that wrong. She throws it back over to Peyton. Now back over to Haiti. Haiti's gonna go throw the ball over to Kaylin at the low post, but looks like there's a call on the court against the Tigers. Johanna throwing the ball over to Abigail, bringing the ball back down the court. Abby trying to find her options. She throws it over to Macy. Back over to Abby, going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Darby with the ball now, throwing it over to Haiti. Haiti's going to try to throw the ball over to number 13, Kaylin. Back over to the top of the key to number 1, Peyton Meyer. Peyton going to throw the ball over to Haiti. Now back over to number 15. Back to Haiti once more. Going to try to go for 2 points, but is no good. But she rebounds it, throwing it back over to number 3. Back to Haiti. Looks like there's a call against the Cougars. Number 14, Macy Wilsey, was caught pushing. Ball's thrown in to number 13, Kaylin, putting the ball up for 2 points, but is no good. Macy with the rebound. She's going to throw it over to Johanna, bringing it back down the court. Looks like it is not stolen, but she throws it over to Abigail. Back over to Haley now at the close wing. Haley, she's going to throw the ball over to Zoe Schwinn at the low post. She's going to now throw it over to Johanna Ballman, going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Haley with the rebound. She's going to throw it over to Abby, who's near the far wing. Going to throw it over to Zoe Schwinn at the low post. Back to Abby. Abby's going to throw it over to Johanna. Now over to Haley at the close wing. She's going to throw it back over to Johanna at the top of the key. Abigail's going to get the ball, and she's going to try to throw it over to Haley, but it looks like one of the Tigers knocked it out of bounds. It will remain with the Cougars. Johanna throws the ball in over to Abby. Back to Johanna. Johanna's going to throw it across over to Haley at the close wing, going to the lower post, but she throws it over to Macy. Looks like Kaylin's stealing the ball. She's going to throw it over to Haiti at the low post now. She's going to throw it over to Darby. Back over to number 15, going in for number 15, Bailey, going in for 3 points. Or not 3, but 2 points. Abby in it is good. Abby with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Johanna. Johanna is going to throw it over to Haley near the close wing. Back over to Johanna at the top of the key. Now over to Abigail near the far wing. Back over to Haley, but it looks like number 3, Darby, was there to steal the ball. She puts it up for 2 points, but looks like there's a call on the court against the Cougars. The call is against number 15. Haley Morrison was caught pushing. Darby will have an opportunity to get a point or two for the Tigers. The first shot is up, and it is no good. She'll have one more opportunity for another point for the Tigers. Her second shot is up, and it is good for a point. Macy with the ball now, throwing it over to Abigail, bringing it back down the court. She throws it across over to Johanna Ballman near the close far wing. Johanna throwing it over to Haley, now over to Macy at the mid post, we'll say. But she puts it up for 2, but is no good. Looks like number 5, Haiti, with the ball now, throwing it over to number 1, Peyton Meyer, at the Tigers side of the court. She throws it over to number 5, it looks like, putting it up for 3 points, but is no good. Looks like the ball falls out of bounds, and it is a turnover to the Cougars. Abby with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. Abby's going to throw it over to Johanna. Johanna's going to throw it across over to Haley near the far wing. Not far wing, but over to the close wing, but it looks like it is stolen almost, but she keeps it. She throws it over to Macy at the high post. Looks like there's a call on the court against the Tigers. Calls against number 13, Kaylin got a intentional interference. I believe the call is. Johanna throwing the ball in over to Macy, trying to put it up for 2 points, but is no good. Number 5, Haiti with the ball, now bringing it back up the court. Near the far over to the far wing. She throws it over to Jade, now over to Lydia, but it looks like Lydia gets the ball stolen out of her hands. Now Abby with the ball, now bringing it back down the court. Find herself near the high post, going to throw it over to Zoe Schwint. Back over to Macy Wilsey at the low post. She's going to try to put it up for 2, but is no good. But Johanna Bauman with the rebound. Tries to put it up for 2 as well, but it looks like she is no good either. But it looks like Macy rebounds it once more, puts it up for 2, and is still no good. Looks like Macy will have the opportunity for a point or 2 for the Cougars. The call, I believe, was against number 24, Jade Portillo, was caught pushing. Macy's first shot is up, and it is no good. She will have one more opportunity for another point for the Cougars. Number 3, Destiny Mitchell comes in for Johanna, and number 1, Peyton Meyer comes in, and number 15, Bailey Hudson comes in for the Tigers. Macy's second shot is up, and it is good, and that it is no good for the Cougars. Number 1, Peyton Meyer with the ball now, bringing it back up the court. She will be bringing the ball over to the top of the key, but she throws it over to Jade, back over to Peyton. Peyton throws it to the over to number 3, back over to number 15, Bailey at the far corner. She's going to throw it over to Peyton, back over to Jade once more. Jade throws it over to number 15, Bailey, at the far corner. She throws it back to Jade, back to Peyton. She throws it to Bailey. She puts it up for 2 points, and it is good. Abby with the ball now, throwing it over to Destiny Mitchell. Back over to Macy. Now over to Zoe Schwinn. Back to Destiny Mitchell at the low post, going in for 2 points, but is no good. Jade with the rebound. She will be bringing the ball back up the court. She throws it over to Peyton at the top of the key now, but she throws it over to Darby. Back to Peyton, going in for 3 points, but is no good. Abigail with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Destiny Mitchell near the far corner. She's going to throw it over to Abigail at the top of the key. Back over to Macy at the far wing. Back over to Destiny Mitchell, but it looks like it doesn't quite reach her hands, and it falls out of bounds. But it is not against the Cougars. It is against the Tigers, and it will remain with the Cougars. Looks like number 4, which is not on the list here for some reason, comes in for number 13, Kaylin. Abigail with the ball now. She's going to throw it over accidentally to Jade, and she throws it over to number 1, Peyton. Putting the ball up for 2 points, and it is good. Abigail with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. Abby's near the top of the key, and she's going to bring it over to the far corner. Now the low post. Throwing it back over to Zoe Schwinn at the far corner. Back over to Macy at the far wing. Over to Abby now at the top of the key. Ball is thrown over to Destiny Mitchell, but looks like the Cougars call for a timeout. Looks like it's a 30-second timeout. Both teams return to the court and get ready to play. Destiny throws the ball over to Johanna, bringing it back down the court. Johanna throwing it back over to Destiny Mitchell. Now over to Macy at the high post. Going to try to go for 2 points, and it is good for 2. Jade throwing the ball in to Peyton, bringing the ball back up the court. She's going to throw it over to Jade at the high post, but is no good. But looks like number 3, Darby with the ball, throwing it back over to Peyton. Peyton accidentally throws it to Haley, but looks like over to Jade, but looks like Haley tries to steal it, and she is successful. Johanna throwing the ball over to Destiny Mitchell, back to Johanna. Now over to Haley at the close corner, going to the low post, going to try to go for 2 points, but it's no good. Number 3, Darby, not Darby, Haiti with the ball now, throwing it over to number 23, Lydia. Tries going in for 2 points, but is no good. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Destiny Mitchell, and accidentally, it looks like it is accidentally stolen by the Tigers. I shouldn't say accidentally, but looks like the Tigers steal the ball, but looks like the coaches call for a full timeout. I believe it was the Tigers. Be back in about a minute or so. Both teams return to the court and get ready to play again. There is a minute and 7 seconds left remaining in the third quarter. Jade receiving the ball, throwing it back over to Peyton, bringing it back up the court. Peyton throwing it back over to number 4. She puts it up for 3, but it's no good. Jade, rebounding it, throwing it over to, accidentally throwing it to Macy. Now she's going to throw it over to Johanna, bringing it back down the court. Johanna's going for 2 points, and it is no good. But it looks like Johanna rebounds it. She throws it back over to Destiny. Now over to Johanna, going in for 3 points and just barely missing. Macy Wilson with the rebound, putting it up for 2, and it is good. Bailey throwing the ball over to number 5. She throws it back over to Bailey, number 15. Looks like Macy steals the ball, and she's going to bring it back down the court. Throwing it over to Johanna now. Now over to Destiny Mitchell, going for 3 points. Just barely missing, but looks like number 3. Not number 3, looks like number 5 having the ball, but looks like there's a little stumble. The ball will remain with the Cougars. It will remain with the Tigers, I should say. Number 5 throwing the ball over to number 15, Bailey. Back over to number 5, Haiti. Back to Bailey. It looks like that is the buzzer. Your score is Cougars 11, Tigers 41. Be back in about 1 minute for the final quarter of the game for the girls. Looks like the Cougars will be starting off with the ball this time. Johanna receiving the ball, bringing it back down the court. She's going to find herself near the far wing. Throwing it back over to Macy at the top of the key. Back over to Destiny Mitchell now. Destiny throws it over to Abigail. Ball's almost stolen, but she keeps it. Abby throwing it over to Johanna Ballman, going in for 2 points, just barely missing. Looks like there's a call on the court against the Cougars. It will be turned over to the Tigers now. Number 5, Haiti with the ball now, throwing it back over to Darby. Now over to number 15, Bailey. Back over to Haiti at the top of the key. Now over to Darby at the close wing. Back over to Haiti, going in for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Destiny Mitchell. Destiny throwing it back over to Abby, but it looks like it doesn't quite reach, and it falls out of bounds. Turnover to the Tigers. Darby throwing the ball into over to number 5. Now the ball is thrown over to Darby once more. She's going to throw it back over to Haiti. Haiti throws it over to number 4. She's going to put it up for 2 points, but it's no good. But it looks like number 15, Bailey with the rebound. She's going to throw over to number 3, Darby at the high post, throwing it back over to number 5. 5 throws it back over to number 15, Bailey going in for 3 points, but it's no good. Looks like there's a call on the court against the Cougars. Macy Wilson got a jump ball called on her. Number 5, Haiti throwing the ball over to number 3, Darby. Darby's going to throw the ball over to number 5 now throwing it back over to number 3. Darby going in for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Destiny Mitchell with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Abigail. Abby's going to bring it to the top of the key. Back over to Johanna. Back to Abby at the far wing, going in for 3 points, just barely missing. Number 4 with the rebound, throwing it over to number 3. Darby with bringing it back up the court. Darby throwing it over to Haiti. Back over to number 4. Back to Haiti near the top of the key. Haiti is going to throw it over to number 3. Back over to Darby. Back to Haiti. Back to Darby once more, going in for 3 points, and it is good for 3. Johanna with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. Johanna's going to throw over to Destiny Mitchell at the close wing, going to the top of the post. Over to Abby now. Abby's going to bring it back over to Macy at the high post. Throwing it back over to Johanna. Now back over to Abby at the top of the key. Back over to Johanna at the far wing. Johanna's going to bring it back over to Abby once more at the close wing. Back over to Johanna at the top of the key. Over to Destiny Mitchell near the far corner, going in for 3 points, just barely missing, but number 4 rebounds it, handing it off to Darby, bringing it back up the court, but she throws it over to number 5. Haiti putting the ball up for 2 points, but it looks like there's a call on the court. Haley throwing the ball in over to Abigail, bringing it back down the court. Ball is thrown over to Destiny Mitchell. Now over to, intended for Zoe Schwint, but number 13, Kaylin, steals it and throwing it over to number 1, Peyton, bringing the ball back up the court. Ball is thrown over to number 23, Lydia, but Destiny Mitchell steals the ball and handing it off to Abigail, bringing it back down the court. Ball is thrown over to Marissa Raver, number 43, but looks like she drops the ball, and number 1, Peyton Meyer, steals it and brings it back up the court at the low post, putting it up for 2 points, but it's no good. Number 23, Lydia with the rebound, putting the ball in the basket, which is good for 2 points. Abigail with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Destiny Mitchell. Now over to Marissa Raver at the low post. Looks like the ball is stolen from Lydia. Lydia hands it back over to number 1, Peyton Meyer, bringing the ball back up the court. Lydia throws it back, or not Lydia, over. Peyton throws it over to Kaylin, but Kaylin intends to throw it to Lydia, but looks like the Cougars get it instead. Destiny Mitchell bring the ball back down the court near the top of the key, but she accidentally throws it to number 24, Jade. Jade is going to throw it over to number 1, Peyton. Peyton put it up for 2 points, but is no good. Looks like there's a call on the court. Abigail throwing the ball over to Destiny Mitchell, bringing it back down the court. Destiny throws it over to Zoe Schwint, but looks like number 23, Lydia, tries to steal it instead, but she knocks it out of bounds, and it will remain with the Cougars. Marissa Reaver throwing the ball back in for the Cougars. She throws it over to Abigail. Abigail throws it back over to Haley at the low post. She's going to throw it over to Zoe Schwint at the high post. Ball is thrown back over to Haley near the top of the key. Back over to Destiny Mitchell now. Back over to Haley once more. Haley's going into the low post, but she throws it back to Destiny, going up for 3 points, and it's good for 3 for the Cougars. Kaylin throwing the ball in to Peyton, bringing it back up the court. Peyton throwing the ball over to Kaylin, but it returns back over to number 1, Peyton. A minute 50 remaining in the fourth quarter. The call is against number 15, Haley Morrison. She was caught pushing. Jade will be throwing the ball back in for the Tigers. The ball is thrown over to Peyton, back to Jade, now over to Kaylin at the top of the key. Ball is thrown over to Lydia, going in for 2 points, and it's good for 2. Destiny with the ball now, bringing it back down the court. She's going to throw it over to Abigail, going to the top of the key. Ball is thrown over to Haley Morrison near the high post, but ball is thrown over to Destiny Mitchell at the far corner, going in for 3 points, I should say, but it's no good. Haley Morrison with the rebound. She's going to try to put up for 2 points, but is also no good. Looks like there's a call on the court. The call is against number 24, Jade. Looks like the Cougars will be number 3, Destiny Mitchell, throwing the ball back into Abigail. Abby throws it back over to Marissa Raver at the top of the key. Back to Abby. Abby's going to put it up for 3 points, but is no good. Abigail with the ball now. She rebounds it, throwing it over to Destiny Mitchell. Back over to Zoe Schwint near the low post, but throwing it over to Macy at the high post, going in for 2 points, and is no good. Looks like Jade rebounds the ball. And it looks like there's a call on the court. Number 14, Macy Wilson, got an intentional interference, I believe the call is. Looks like Jade will have the opportunity for a point or 2 for the Tigers. Her first shot is up, and it is good for a Tigers point. Her second shot is up, and it is also good. And that is the buzzer for the fourth quarter. Your score is Cougars 14, Tigers 56. Stay tuned for the guys' game, which will take about maybe 7 minutes or so. Check that. The game will be back in about 15 minutes. Be back soon, ladies and gentlemen. sitting right here. One of you are going to be back there. So.
Good evening. Today we have a game against it's Cougars versus St. John Tigers, and we have
Today, I'm
who are you
Hank.
today?
I'm
You're
Hank.
Hank. Oh my gosh, Hank's gone today.
I know.
We're by ourselves, guys.
It's not okay. We have number 43, Elijah, 6'5". I think they announced him as 6'7". Number 3, Hunter with the ball.
They announced him at 6'7".
Number 2, Quaid.
What?
Up top to number 3, Hunter. He drives up for 2, Hunter for 2.
Number 15, Hayden Morrison, bringing the ball down for the Cougars. Dribbles in, kicks out number 2, Christian Roth. Christian Roth to Peyton Butler with the 3, no good.
We'll have Elijah with the rebound. Kicks it to number 3, Hunter. Skip pass over to number 2, Quaid. Quaid for 3, no good.
Rebounded by number 3, Riley Polly. Dribbles down. Pass it to number 14 out to the top, Peyton Butler. Who skip passes it to number 15 down the corner, Hayden Morrison. Drives in, kicks it out number 2, Christian Roth. No good.
We'll have number 2, Hunter, try to grab it. Sorry, Quaid tried to grab it.
Number 2, Christian Roth the ball. Passes to number 14. With a pass to 11, Easton Juno down low. Gets fouled by number 22.
I'm going to assume his name's Kareem because there's 2 number 23s.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like a Kareem.
Wait, no. He's the other one. Because look, number 23 is over there. Oh, wait. Never mind. Scratch that. Second free throw, no good.
We'll have Kareem with the rebound. He kicks it to number 3, Hunter. Goes up for 2. It's good.
Peyton Butler brings the ball down. Passing it to number 3, Riley Polly. Left wing, back to Peyton. Back to Polly. Drives in. Drives back out. Hands off to Peyton. Bounce pass into Easton. Back out to Peyton with a shot. No good.
We'll have Kareem with the rebound. He kicks it to Hunter. Goes up for 2, is no good.
Riley Polly brings the ball down. Passes to Peyton Butler. Dribbles in, kicks in number 11, Easton Juno. Easton to Hayden. Christian Roth with the ball now. Passing it to number 3, Riley Polly. Polly driving in. Goes up for a layup, no good. His orange ball. Hayden with the ball down the corner, passing it to Riley Polly up top to Peyton Butler. In Easton Juno. And there's a travel called on Easton Juno.
Okay, we have Hunter up top with the ball. Skip pass over to 43, Elijah. Number 3, Hunter with the ball again. Up top, number 1, Brody. Sorry, Preston. Over to 43, Elijah. Back to Preston. We're going to call a charge on number 22, Kareem, for lowering his shoulder.
Riley Polly dribbling down the court. Passing into Peyton Butler. Drives in, kicks in number 11, Easton Juno. Up for 2, no good.
We'll have Hunter with the fast break down the court. Pass over to number 11, Marco. Inside to Elijah. Back over to number 3, Hunter. Goes up for 2. It's good.
Polly with the ball. Dribbling it down. With the pass to Easton Juno. To Peyton Butler. Christian Roth with the ball, passing it to number Hayden. Again with that. Pass inside to Easton Juno. Goes for a shot, gets called to travel. There's a timeout. Otis-Bison.
Number 3, Hunter bringing down the ball. Pass over to Kareem. Up top to number 20, Adrian. We have number 1, Preston with the ball. Kicks it to number 11, Marco, but misses.
Did you say number little Marco?
Did I?
I don't know. I kind of came on mid-sentence, so I was like very confused.
I might have. I'm
It's
trying to.
okay.
I had to piece my Oreo back together.
Yeah, her Oreo is broken into a puzzle, and she has to put it back together before she eats it. Anyways, Easton with the ball down low at the corner. Passing it to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner. Jake to Peyton Butler. Peyton Butler to Christian Roth down low. Kicks out number 1, Jake Hoopengarner with the 3. That's good.
Number 2, Quaid bringing down the ball. He'll pass it to Marco. Marco skip pass over to Elijah. Number 2, Quaid with the ball. Calling travel on him.
Jake Hoomergarner with the ball, passing it to Peyton Butler. Peyton to Easton. Easton to Jake, breaking the press.
Number 20, Adrian picks up the ball. Number 2, Quaid bringing down the ball. 23, Angel outside to number 11, over to number 20, Adrian. Number 11, Marco with the ball again. Up top to number 2, Quaid. Go Adrian to number 20. Adrian back up top over to Angel. Marco in the corner. Back up top to Quaid. Up 23. Angel up top to number 2, Quaid. Inside to Elijah. Quaid back outside. Back inside to Elijah. He goes up for 2.
That's a big man to guard right there. Jake Hoomergarner pushing the ball down the court. Pass it to number 11, Easton Juno at the corner. With the tries to pass it inside, but
You know,
number 43 is
6'7".
yeah.
It says 6'5", but I think they announced him as 6'7".
He's big.
He-
Long arms.
Yeah, he can defend the paint by himself.
Yeah. Jake Hoomergarner with the ball. Passes it to Peyton. Peyton tries to pass to Logan Meyer, a little too high, goes out of bounds.
Okay, we have Quaid who passing the ball to number 3, Hunter. Hunter to number 33, Connor. Up top to number 1, Preston. Over to the wing. Inside to Elijah. He goes up for 2, no good.
Pauly brings the ball down, passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler. Dribbles in for a layup, no good. Gets fouled. Number 3 from St. John, Hunter Smith. Peyton Butler on the line. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good.
We have Elijah with the rebound. Number 3, Hunter bringing it down. Over to number 2, Quaid. Over to Preston. Preston back up top to number 33, Connor. Over to the corner, Quaid. Quaid back up top, Preston. Outside to number 3, Hunter. Goes up for 2, but it's fouled. I'll give that one to Logan. Hunter's first is good. His second, no good. We'll have number 2, Quaid with the rebound. With Connor with a 3.
Jake bringing the ball down. Passes it to Peyton. Peyton to Easton breaking the press. Riley with the 3, no good. Peyton with the rebound.
We'll have number 3, Hunter with the fast break. We'll go up 2. Tries to tip it in. No good.
Was that number 1 that jumped up?
I think so. And
he's got hops.
he's as tall as Easton, so that's kind of surprising. We have Hunter pass into Elijah. Number 2, Quaid at the ball. Back over to number 3, Hunter. 3, no good.
Easton Juno with the rebound, passing into Peyton. Dribbles down, passes to Riley at the corner. Dribbles in, goes up for 2, no good. 43 with the rebound, because he's really tall.
Yeah, we'll have Hunter go up for 2. He's good.
He is pretty good.
He sees the gaps.
I wish I had that ability. Peyton Butler with the ball up top, passing it to Jake, left wing, back to Peyton up top. Peyton back to Jake, no good. Goes out of bounds, off his foot, I believe. Christian Roth in for Jake Kupengarner, and number 11 in for 33, and 43, and 20 in for 43.
We'll have number 2, Quaid, bringing down the ball for the Tigers. Hunter with the ball up top. We'll have number 1, Preston, go up for 2. It's good. He could dunk. With those hops, he could.
A lot of them could dunk.
I agree.
That's the end of first quarter. That was a quick quarter.
That was.
Anyways, St. John 16, Otis-Bison 3. St. John with 3 fouls, Otis-Bison with 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a dead leg while I was playing today. That was fun. It still hurts.
Yeah, she came over to the bench and just started smacking your leg.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way that I've known you get rid of them.
Yeah.
It helped.
Yeah. We seem to have, like, double the cheerleaders
Yeah,
today.
for real. I think it's just because everyone's here. Because, like, lately, I
Yeah.
know Kendall's been gone a lot.
I know, I think
Elena
Bailey-
hasn't been cheering. Remember, she's like, I think like she was hurt or something.
Yeah. I think she has a heart condition, maybe.
Oh.
I know Bailey had shoulder problems.
Oh yeah, yeah. So they're all back now, nice and healthy.
Yeah. I wish we were that way, but we have so many injuries. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like Haley
we got Haley back today, but I don't know.
She might have a concussion now. At this
Yeah.
point. She
Or a
got
broken
nailed
nose or
in the nose.
Something.
Yeah.
And Lila's still out.
Yeah. For Lila reasons.
Yeah. Number 3, Riley Polly with the ball, passing it. No.
We'll have number 11 to steal, Marco. Tries to lob it to Hunter, but it does not work.
Number 15, Hayden Morrison with the ball. Kicks it into number 2, Christian Roth. Gets called to travel. That was a good fast break right there.
It was.
And breaking of a press.
We'll have number 3, Hunter, bringing down the ball. Over to Marco. Marco back to Hunter. Inside to number 20, Adrian. We'll have number 2, Quaid.
Hayden Morrison with that. Oh.
Loose ball. Preston grabs it. Tries to kick it inside, but it doesn't work.
Easton Juno with the ball, passing into number 1, Jake Kupengarner. With the 3, no good.
Number 1, Preston with the rebound. Kicks it to Quaid. Back to Preston. Preston over to Hunter.
Oh.
They'll call it
Hayden.
charge.
Oh, Hayden, good job. He got a charge call last game too, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty good at taking those. A lot of times we just can't get our feet set.
Yeah. And then it just ends up being a block.
Yeah.
Or like, what is that, a hold? Something?
Yeah, sometimes they call hold. We'll have number 2, Quaid, tip it.
And Hayden Tippett. Number 3, Riley Polly with the ball, going up for a layup. Passing it into number 11, Easton Juno with 2.
I have Hunter bring down the ball. I call a carry on that. There's noises coming from the ceiling.
Whoa. What's going on? I got a scratch on my arm.
Looks kind of like a burn.
Riley Polly with the ball. Handing it off to number 1, Jake Kupengarner. who bounce passes it into Easton, but Christian Roth ends up with it. Number 1 back with the ball up top. Into Christian Roth. Back out to Jake. Jake to Riley. Riley dribbling in. Back out. Into number 11, Easton Juno. Out to Hayden Morrison. Going up for a layup, no good.
Gets blocked by number 1 Preston. We'll have number 11 Marco. With the alley-oop,
Wait,
number 1
did they just-
Preston.
Did he
Yeah.
like dunk?
No, he just laid it up.
Oh,
I wouldn't trust these.
I thought.
I wouldn't trust these goals to dunk on. He may have like touched the rim.
I don't know. I wasn't watching. That's why I was like, because these people over here went wild.
Yeah. No, he just alley-ooped it. So
Oh,
he just tossed it over the basket and came up.
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. If you look, they only have like three bars supporting the goal, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't dunk on it. But like they can do whatever they want.
You know what? It's their gym.
Yeah, it's their gym. Actually, I think was it last game? Somebody dunked, and I thought he was gonna break the rim.
Yeah. What game was that? What was our last game? Ness.
Ness.
Yeah, it was that
some
tall
really,
guy.
really tall guy. Like 6'7".
Yeah, and the rim went like down. Riley Polly with the ball. Pass to number 1 Jake. Timeout on the Cougars. We got 5 minutes and 36 seconds left of the second quarter.
Oh, we had a little kid come out.
He was just trying to ball up.
Yeah. I feel like their court looks small, especially with all our cheerleaders on it.
And they're usually more spaced out. They're pretty
Mhm.
close together right now. You know, their shoes are weird.
They kind of are. I feel like anybody who wears like short socks with athletic shoes, to me, that's kind of weird.
I think I personally prefer long socks.
Yeah, me too.
Ever since I started wearing long socks, I haven't stopped.
Yeah, me too.
Because I just feel like it's just weird.
Yeah, I got a really
No
bad tan line.
offense to any of the people that do wear short socks with sports shoes, but yeah. Anyways, Riley Polly with the ball, passing it down to number 1 Jay Coopengarner, back to Riley. Riley goes in. Peyton Butler passing it to number 1 Jay Coopengarner, back to Peyton Butler. Into number 15 Hayden Morrison, goes up, gets no-no'd.
by number 43 Elijah.
Yeah,
Elijah.
the big dude.
Marco for 3, no good. We'll have number 1 with the rebound. That'll be Preston. Kicks it out to Quaid. Quaid for 3, no good. Elijah with the rebound. He goes up, a little bit too strong.
21 Logan Meyer with the rebound, passing it to 14 Peyton Butler. Peyton to Hayden Morrison. Peyton goes in, gets the ball taken away by number 43.
We'll have Quaid with the fast break. He kicks it to Marco. They try to alley-oop it, no good. We have Elijah lay it back in.
Riley Polly with the ball, going in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I don't know what to say.
They can't even get him with a pump fake
I know.
because he'll jump up.
He doesn't even
And-
jump. He just
Yeah.
smacks that out of there.
Yeah.
Christian Roth with the ball, passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler, back to Christian Roth. Christian driving in, kicking it out to Peyton Butler. Butler up top, passing it to the wing to Christian Roth, into number 21, Logan Meyer, down to Jay Coopengarner for 2, no good. That was a good play.
It was. We had Adrian with the rebound. Now we have Quaid bringing down the ball. Kicks it to the corner. Number 1, Preston for 3.
Peyton Butler bringing the ball down. Passing it down to Easton Juno, going in. Gets fouled and is shooting 2.
I think that was a foul on number 20, Adrian. I'm not going to try.
Let me see.
You could probably get it.
It's like Easton's first free throw is good. It's like Adrian Adame. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, call him AA.
AA. Double A.
You think they call him that? Double A?
Second free throw, no good. I don't think so.
Double A with the rebound. We have Quaid bringing out the ball. I got number 1 Preston up top, over to number 23 Angel, back to Preston.
Maybe he's got energy like a double A battery.
Maybe.
Christian Roth with a steal, going up for a layup. It's good.
Angel passing the ball to Quaid. Quaid bringing it down. Pass inside to Elijah. Goes up 2 is no good.
Peyton Butler with the rebound, bringing it down, passing it to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner, back into number 14, Peyton Butler. Goes up for a shot, no good.
Preston with the rebound. Also, not bringing the ball. We have Quaid bringing down the ball. Number 23 Angel over to number 20 Double A.
Christian Roth going up for a layup, no good, because there was a block. Foul on White 23.
Oh.
Which 23?
I think that one, he looks like an angel. Actually, it could be a cream or an angel.
We're just gonna say 23.
Yeah.
Peyton Butler passing the ball in. Passes it in. Goes back court. Oh, jeez.
You know, if he had knee pads, he could have slid for it.
Yeah. Nah, that looked like that hurt.
Yeah.
Jake Hoopengarner throwing the ball in. Throws it into number 14, Peyton Butler. Passing it to number 2, Christian Roth, breaking the press. Out to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner, back to Peyton, who shoots a 3. No good. Gets his own rebound, passes in tries passing it to number 21.
Deflected by Adrian. We'll have number 3 Hunter. Kicks it out to number 23. We'll have 33 Connor for 3. No good. Give it back to White.
Some more weird sounds coming from the ceiling.
Kind of confusing. It sounds like they're connecting something to it.
It's like, I think it's a Bluetooth. Oh.
Yeah. We'll have number 23 with the 2. I'm going to call him Angel.
Number 1, Jake Hoopengarner, bringing the ball down. Passing it to number 11, Easton Juno down at the corner. Drives in, kicks it back out to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner. There's a foul called. A push. One of the 23s fouled Jake, so he is now shooting.
I guess we could look at their heights. Which one looks taller? Oh, yeah.
I think the 22. That
He's
one.
1'6".
That one's the shorter. What's his
Yeah.
name?
His name's Angel.
Okay, so the one that's out's Angel.
Yeah. We'll have Angel up top with it. We'll have number 20, Adrian, recover it. Number 2 up top, Quaid. Kicks it to Hunter. Hunter for 3. No good.
Peyton Butler with the ball, bringing it down. Passes it to number 3, Riley Paulian, down at the corner. Tries passing it in, number 21, no good.
Quaid bringing down the ball. I'll go up for 2, no good.
Peyton Butler with the rebound. Passing it to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner. Jake back out to number 14, Peyton Butler, for a layup, no good. Time out on White, St. John.
25-8. St. John. St. John with 7 fouls. Otis with only 1.
Dang.
It's not bad.
See, I think more people should go out for basketball.
I
for
think
Otis-Bison, because something that we really need is more people, because we get tired pretty fast.
Yeah. And then we have half our teams always injured.
Yeah. like 2 people injured, but that's basically half because we're a very small team.
I have Quaid bringing down the ball. Number 15, Christopher. Kicks it into number 1, Preston. Back to Christopher. Over to number 2, Quaid. Kicks it to Elijah. Go up for 2. And 1.
He just always goes up because,
Yeah. I don't think there's really anyone that can stop
yeah.
him.
You know what? I want to see a game between them and Ness.
Me too. Because, 6'7" versus 6'7".
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Does not make the free throw.
Peyton with the rebound. Dribbles down, passing it to Easton Juno. Back to Peyton. Peyton kicks out number 3, Riley Polly. Dribbling to the right, handing it off to number 2, Christian Roth.
We got Quaid bringing down the ball. Number 15, Christopher. Kicks it up to Preston over number 2, Quaid. He tries to lob it to Elijah, but it's no good.
Cooper with the steal. Passing it to number right. There's a foul called.
I just know that kind of hurt. He came down, he landed directly on his wrist.
Foul on white 0. Brody. Yeah, Brody.
I would say Vo. View.
I don't-
Vieux.
I don't know.
Maybe Vo. Does he look French?
Actually, it kind of does.
Just a little bit?
A little bit.
I think it's Vo.
Second free throw, no good.
That would be the end of the first half. St. John 27, Otis-Bison 9. I guess. Probably doing a little bit better than we were first half.
Yeah, that was, I think, oh yeah, they're having a little cheerleader dance here.
Oh, yeah.
So-
So I guess we can't talk.
Yeah, well, that's too bad.
We can go get ice cream.
Oh my gosh,
You have ice
we're going to go get ice cream. You
Yeah.
guys enjoy the show.
Yeah.
So the ice cream is very good.
I agree. We have Hunter with the ball. Pass to Kareem. Back to Hunter. Skip pass over to number 1, Preston. Tries to kick it inside to Elijah, but does not work.
Riley Pauly bringing the ball down. Passing it to Levin Easton Juno. Dribbling in, kicking it out to number 3, Riley Pauly. Riley dribbling up. Passing it out to number 14, Peyton Butler. Goes up. East end up with the ball. Gets called travel.
Hunter bringing down the ball. Pass up to number 2, Quaid. Over to Preston. Goes up for 2, and it's good.
He literally didn't. Number 3, Riley Pauly with the ball. Passes 14, Peyton Butler. Payne goes in for a layup. Layup's good. Payne Butler with the steal. Going up. It's good.
Quaid with the ball. Tries to kick it in, but Peyton, what's it called when you deflect? Not a no-no. What was the other thing? Ravioli? I can't remember what we called
It
it.
was like
Waffle.
stuffed. He stuffed his pass.
Stuffed, yeah.
He stuffed his pass. There you go.
You got past Elijah Hunter in the corner. He shoots a 3. No good.
Hayden Morrison with the rebound. Dribbling it down court and passing it to 14, Peyton Butler. Peyton with the pass to number 3, Riley Pauly. Dribbles in. Kicks it back out. Never mind. Kicks it into Butler. Butler passes it out to number 3, Riley Pauly. Riley out to number 11, Easton Juno with 2, no good.
We'll have Hunter with the rebound. I have Hunter with the 3. Good.
Riley with the ball down up top. Passing into Butler with a 3. No good.
I have Quaid bring down the ball. Call holding on number Hayden.
Okay, where's that? Okay.
Marco passing the ball inside to Elijah. Goes up for 2 is good.
Hayden Morrison with the ball, bringing it down court, passing it to number 3, Riley Pauly. Riley passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler goes up for a layup. No good. Hugs the ref.
He gave the ref a hug.
You just saw him. He was a little sad,
Yeah.
Just gave him a little hug.
He was having a bad day.
Got fouled going up for the layup. And the shooting 2. Yes, shooting 2.
It was a foul at number 11, Marco.
First free throw, good. Second free throw, no good. Easton Juno with the rebound, passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler, goes up for a layup, gets fouled, shooting 2. Peyton Butler at the line, shooting 2. Fouled by number 2, Quade Smith. Payne's first free throw, good. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by number 11, Easton Juno. Juno kicks it out to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner shoots a 3. Three's good. That's Jake Hoopengarner, a little freshie.
We'll have Quade bringing in the ball. Pass over to Hunter. Over to Marco. Pass back up top to Hunter. Hunter will shoot the 3, no good. Rebound by Elijah, goes up for 2, no good.
Cougars making number 4 and 3 fight a little bit.
Yeah, they all kind of just collapsed on him. Number 3, Hunter passing the ball. Pass it to Marco. Marco to Hunter. Up top to Elijah.
Jake Hoopengarner with the ball. Passing it in to number 11. Goes up for 2, no good, but gets fouled. And is shooting 2. Ethan Juno shooting 2. Oh, never mind. It's on the floor. He did say that, but then the other ref was like 2. So
yeah.
Payne Butler throwing the ball in. Passing in to Easton Juno. Easton Juno to Christian Roth. Peyton Butler with 3, no good.
We'll have number 30, Aiden with the rebound. Auden. I have no idea. Number 15, Christopher. We'll have Connor in the corner of the wing. Over to number 30, Aiden. He'll take that shot. Almost drained it. He has 0, Brody, the rebound. Pass to Connor. Connor will also take that 3, no good. Number 0, Brody, the rebound. We'll have Connor take that 3 again. Give it the white ball. Christopher up top. Over to Connor. Back to Christopher. Connor up top. Over to number 23. We have Brody in the corner. Caught out of bounds. Connor passing the ball in. Christopher up top. Over to number 23, Angel. Back to Christopher. Over to Connor. We'll skip past it over to Angel. Christopher up top with it. It'll be orange ball. I don't know why, but earlier, I don't know what was funny, but me and Abby started laughing. Couldn't talk.
Number 14, Peyton Butler with the ball. Bringing it down, passing it to number 2, Christian Roth up the wing. The ball gets a little lost.
We'll have Christopher recover it. Pass it over to Angel. Angel back to Christopher. Over to Connor. Back up top to Christopher. Connor at the volleyball line with it. Back down to Christopher. Inside to Brody. Brody will take the 2. It's good.
Jake Hoopengarner with the ball. Bringing it down. Pass it to Christian Roth, the right wing.
I think they'll call holding on number 23, Angel.
Easton Juno with the ball, passing into Hayden Morrison. Drives in. There's a travel called.
We'll have Angel passing to Christopher. Christopher bring it down. Of Brody. Back to Christopher up top. Brody up top with it, over to Angel, over to Connor. Swung the ball around, and I guess Easton hit him in the face. I guess they're calling it as a foul. I don't know.
I think he hit the ball, and the ball hit his face, which, like, I don't know.
Yeah, kind of knocked his glasses. We'll have Angel with the ball.
Peyton Butler with a steal. Go for a layup. Layup will go in, but jump back out.
Call push. I'm assuming that's also on Angel again. Oh, no, it is not. It's on number 15, Christopher.
His orange bra. There's a foul call on number 30. Aiden?
I'm not sure. That would be my guess.
Number 21, Logan Myers shooting 2. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. Number 3, Riley Pauly in for number 21, Logan Meyer. And then there's like a lot coming in for St. John.
Got the whole new crew. I'll have their entire roster memorized by the end of this. I have number 20, Adrian, passing the ball. I have number 2, Quaid. Inside, Elijah, skip pass all the way down to Preston. He'll lay it up.
Number 1, Jay Cooper-Garner with the ball, passing it in to number 15. A pass to Easton, but gets hit out by number 43. So it's still orange ball. Peyton lobbing it into number 15, Hayden Morrison. Hayden with the handoff to number 11, Easton Juno. Easton Juno to Riley Pauly. Peyton Butler with 2.
I'll have Quaid bring down the ball. Pass over to Elijah. Hunter on the wing. Quaid grabs it. Back over to Hunter. Have Adrian up top, back up to Quaid. 3 Hunter. Tries to launch it, but does not make it. Be the end of the third. 38-21, St. John.
They're not doing bad.
Yeah, they kind of caught up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have some cool socks on.
Dude, she does. She has dinosaur socks.
Yeah.
It's like they're blue, and then they have like pink and like green dinosaurs on there.
Yeah, there's like palm trees and...
Yeah. And what are those white things?
I have no idea.
Oh, they're volcanoes with white
they
smoke.
are. Bro, that's kind of
It
cool.
even has volcanoes.
Yeah.
The reason the dinosaurs died. I'm kidding. That's not why. I wish I had cool socks like that. Remember in junior high we would wear like a whole bunch of
food
random...
socks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have some bacon, eggs and cheese one. Like. And
Over
then
the summer, I had some cool ones.
I think I have some avocado ones. Yeah, I do. I have
Yeah.
avocado ones.
Oh,
And-
I had all sorts.
Yeah, Marissa just has a lot.
Yeah, in middle school, my first pair of cool socks, I used to just wear black or white. My first pair of cool socks were money socks. I remember
Money
it.
socks?
Money socks. They were cool.
Did they get you money?
They did.
That's good. Peyton Butler with the ball. Passes it into Christian. Christian with the bounce pass to Hayden Morrison. No
They have
good.
Elijah with the rebound. Quaid bringing it down. In the corner, Preston.
What?
Up top, the Hunter. We'll have Adrian. Skip pass into Elijah. Wide open for him.
Ooh.
Call the and one. I'll give that one to Peyton Butler.
His second.
Free throw is good.
Peyton Butler passing it in to number 1, Trishan Roth. Passes it to number 3, Riley Pauly. Drives in. Kicks out number 11, Easton Juno, who drives in as well. Ball goes out of bounds.
Number 3, Hunter, bringing down the ball for the Tigers. He'll go up for 2, and it is good.
Riley Pauly bringing it down. Bounce past Hayden Morrison on the other side baseline. Morrison in to number 14, Payne Butler. Gets fouled. He's gotten fouled a lot. Like, this is probably like 4th, 5th time. Or more. I don't know.
Or more.
Payne's first free throw was good. Number 21, Logan Meyer, in for number 11, Easton Juno. Second free throw, no good.
Number 2, Quaid bringing down the ball. Adrian up top with it down. Preston feeds it into Elijah. He goes up for 2. It's fouled on the way up. You can give that one to Hayden.
At least he didn't make it.
At least he didn't
Like
make
Coach
it.
says, if you're going to foul,
Yeah, they
make
better
sure they don't
make
make it.
He kind of shoots a little bit weird. He brings it back behind his head. I find it a little bit weird. I've seen NBA players do that, though. First one's good, second one is not.
Rebound by number 21, Logan Meyer, passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler, who brings the ball down, passing it to number 3, Riley Pauly. Pauly driving in for 2. That was pretty good.
That was. Number 2, Quaid bringing down the ball. Over to Preston, over to Adrian. Back over to number 2, Quaid. Goes up for 2. It's good.
Riley Pauly with the ball. Passing it to number 15, Hayden Morrison at the wing. Hayden dribbling in, kicking out number 14, Peyton Butler. Butler in, kicks it back out to number 3, Riley Pauly, who goes up. Almost good, but no good.
We have Elijah with that rebound. Pass over to Hunter, who will bring down the ball. He'll Euro step and try to go for 2, but he is blocked.
Number 1, Jake Kuppengarner, in for number 3, Riley Pauly.
Hunter pass to Elijah. Up top, Preston over to Quaid. To the corner, Marco. Marco would take the 3.
You know, when you say Elijah, I don't imagine 43. I'm for some reason I feel like number 43 would be called like Trevor or something.
Yeah, it's just he has that really tall build.
Yeah. Number 2, Christian Roth with the ball, passing it to number 14, Peyton Butler. Oh my gosh.
Elijah
43 with his long arms.
Yeah, Hunter bringing down the ball. To the corner, Marco. He'll take that 3. It is good after he pump fakes a couple times. Call a timeout, 30. on St. John.
Oh, Lander suited up.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. He had an ankle injury.
Yeah.
Really, really bad sprain. And we have Dalton back. Well, not playing yet, but he's back.
He's at the game though.
Yeah, he's out of surgery.
Oh, that's right. He had surgery.
Yeah. Just like Lila. Lila this Thursday.
Yep.
Surgery.
We got 5 minutes and 2 seconds left of the fourth quarter. St. John 49, Otis-Bison 24. St. John with 7 fouls, Otis-Bison with 4. It is orange ball. Jake passing it in to Peyton Butler. Peyton passes it back to Jake. Jake into Hayden Morrison to Logan Meyer with a shot, no good.
Number 1 press with the rebound. Pass to Hunter. He will dish it to number 43. Call a charge on him, actually. Pretty sure that's the 3rd charge they've actually given him. Hayden's taken all of those.
Yeah. It must be something about Morrison. They just,
Yeah, they just see him falling. They're like, you know what? Yeah.
because Haley gets on the floor a lot.
Yeah, they never give him to her. Well, I think she's maybe gotten one this season.
I think so, yeah. 14 with the ball. Dribbling down. Kicks out number 2, Christian Roth. Out to number 1, Jake Hoopengarner. Jake passing it to number 15, Hayden Morrison. Hayden back to Jake, down at the corner. Jake with the bounce pass out to number 14, Payne Butler.
Hunter with the steal. He'll jump stop and lay it in. Got Marco tipping it.
We got number 11, Easton Juno, in for number 2, Christian Roth. And number 3, Riley Polly, in for number 15, Hayden Morrison. Riley Polly with the ball, dribbling it down. Bounce passing it to Logan Meyer with a shot, no good.
Adrian with that rebound. Give it to Hunter. One thing I noticed, number 3 never stopped running. It's constant. Without Adrian take that 3, number 30 rebounded Aiden. Elijah goes up 2.
He must like running.
He must.
Riley Polly with the ball, bringing it down left side. Passing it to Peyton Butler. Goes up for a 3. No good.
Hunter with that rebound. Try to pass it to number 20, Adrian, but it's a little bit too hard. Couldn't quite get there.
Riley Polly with the ball, going up for a layup. Layup's good.
I have number 23, Angel, bring down the ball. Pass it to number 30, Aiden. Aiden over to Marco. We go up for 2. I think they call, yeah, travel on that.
Yeah, that was like 3 to 4 steps right there.
Yeah. You think 22 looks 6'3"?
22.
I think it might be.
He might be. He's a little taller than Logan.
Yeah, is Logan 6 foot?
I don't know, but he's pretty tall.
It's true.
Payne Butler with the ball. Kicks out number 1, Jake Hoopengarner. Jake to Riley. Riley driving in. There's a push called on number 11. Yes, number 11. What's his name? Is that Marco?
Marco, yeah. I don't know why his last name is
Ibarra.
Ibarra. It sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Riley Polly at the line. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Easton Juno. Goes up, gets fouled. Is shooting 2. That is Easton Juno at the free throw line, shooting 2.
It's Foul on number 30, Aiden.
First free throw, good.
Oh, we're in the double bonus? Nice.
Hey, that's pretty cool. Second free throw, no good.
We'll have Christopher with that rebound, bringing the ball down. We'll give that foul to Christopher as well for holding.
Peyton Butler at the free throw line. First free throw, good. Second free throw, also good. We got Hayden Morrison coming in for number 14, Peyton Butler.
We'll have number 23, Angel, bringing down the ball. We'll pass it to Connor. Connor over to number 22, Kareem. Up top to Connor. Outside Christopher. Connor outside again. Skip pass.
Easton Jones with the steal. Passing it to number 1, Jacob Bonner, no good.
We'll have 15 with the steal. Angel pass to Christopher. Christopher to Angel over to Connor. Of Kareem.
Riley Polly with the ball. Passes to number 1, Jake Cooper-Gardner with 3. No good. Rebounded. Well, it goes out of bounds on Logan Meyer. Marissa, I'm so glad we found these back rests.
I agree.
My back was getting tired.
Me too. I remember number 13 from cross country.
It's 13. Oh, I don't.
I do. Number 0, Brody with the ball. Pass it to number 12, Josh. Josh over to number 30, Aiden. Skip pass over to number 13, Ian. Number 12 with the ball, Josh. Back up to number 30, Aiden. Josh with the ball again. Shot goes up for 2, but it's fouled. It'll be Hayden. I believe that is his 4th. It's only his 3rd. I feel like it's a basketball feeling. You just know that you fell out. You may not know how many fouls you have, but you know, you just know you fell out. Josh's first, no good.
That's actually Hayden's 3rd. Dang.
I thought he had more than that.
Me too.
Must be all those charges.
Yeah.
Second's no good.
Rebounded by number 21, Logan Meyer. Gets kicked out of bounds.
Their sideline is going crazy over here.
Yeah.
We'll have Christopher passing the ball. Pass it to Brody.
Logan Meyer with that steal. Dribbles down. Passes to number 4, Cooper.
Number 30, Aiden. Over the corner, 15, Christopher. 3.
Jay Cooper-Gardner bringing the ball down.
Deflected by Brody, that would be caught by number 15, Christopher. Lays it up for 2, no good.
Rebounded by number 15, Hayden Morrison. Dribbles down.
They'll give it back to the white team. I'm having a hard time hearing myself. They're really loud.
Me too.
Christopher with the ball. And pass over to number 30, Aiden. Back up top to Christopher. Brody. Brody with the ball over to number 15, Christopher. Christopher will take the long shot. No good.
Rebounded by number 21, Logan Meyer. There's a push called.
Be on number 30, Aiden.
Logan Meyer shooting 2, I believe, since we're in
The
like bonus.
Yeah. Is there like a certain foul limit? You think there's ever triple bonus?
I wonder if like a team ever gets so many fouls that it's just like, I don't know.
Do you
Is it
think?
like, I don't know.
They don't seem to be adding to the total anymore,
Yeah.
so maybe 10's the limit. Because I know in like college basketball, it's 5 fouls and it's automatic 2 free throws. So they're talking about changing for high school.
Logan's second free throw, good.
8.4 seconds. We have Christopher with the ball. We have number 13, Ian Ducks. Yeah, Ian lob it back up. Very good.
Well, that is the game. That is the end of the game. St. John 56, Otis-Bison 30. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I'd say they played a pretty good game.
Yeah, there were. I feel like today's just an off day. You know, you didn't have school.
All right, well,
Well,
you guys have a wonderful night,
yes.
an excellent night, and tune in tomorrow.
Yeah,
We have a game
we'll be
at
back.
Otis-Bison versus Maxville,
Parents' night.
and make sure to listen to the boys varsity because me and Marissa.
Yeah, I mean, Hank and, what is your name? Chase?
Oh yeah, Hank and Chase.
Hank and Chase will be back
Yeah.
next week. Will be Preston and Aiden.
Yeah.
That'll be us next week.
All right. See ya.